Have you ever felt like you're always one step behind in the market? You spend hours, maybe even entire weekends, trying to decipher a company's dense 10K report, scrolling through endless news articles and trying to make sense of conflicting analyst ratings. By the time you finally feel like you understand the business, the stock has already made its big move, and you're left on the sidelines, wondering what you missed. It's a frustrating cycle of falling behind, feeling completely overwhelmed by information, and missing out on the big opportunities that could truly accelerate your wealth-building journey. It often feels like the game is rigged for the insiders, the ones with armies of analysts and million-dollar data terminals. But what if I told you the secret to finding the next million-dollar stock isn't a fancy degree or a Wall Street insider? It's a tool you can use for free right now to level that playing field entirely? What if you could have your own personal army of analysts working for you 24/7, digesting information at superhuman speed, all for free? The game has fundamentally changed. The era of manually digging through endless, jargon-filled financial reports all by yourself is officially over. That old way of doing things is not just inefficient. In today's fast-moving, data-drenched market, it's a significant and unnecessary disadvantage. The sheer volume of data is simply too much for any single person to process effectively. Today, I'm pulling back the curtain on my exact three-step method for using artificial intelligence to do all that heavy lifting for you. We're going to leverage AI to cut through the noise, synthesize complex information in seconds, and uncover incredible investment opportunities that most retail investors completely overlook. Welcome back to I Am Rich Media, where we explore modern tools for building modern wealth. For the past year, I've completely transformed my own investment research process. I've been using artificial intelligence to supercharge my stock analysis, and the results have been staggering. It has not only saved me countless hours of tedious work, slashing my research time by over 75%, but it has also helped me find hidden gems I absolutely would have otherwise missed. In fact, this exact method helped me identify a small-cap cybersecurity firm that went on to deliver a 70% return in just under 6 months, long before it ever hit the mainstream financial news. And here's the most empowering part. Every single tool I use in this process is completely free and accessible to you right now. There are no expensive subscriptions, no exclusive platforms. This is about the radical democratization of access to elite-level financial analysis. In this video, we're breaking down my simple yet incredibly powerful three-step framework. Think of it as hiring 3 different specialists for your personal investment team. First, we'll use AI as our research assistant. Its job is to get us up to speed on any company, no matter how complex, in minutes instead of hours. It will explain the business model, the products, and the competitive landscape in simple, understandable terms. Second, we'll promote our AI to the role of analyst. Here, we'll feed it key data points and ask it to generate a powerful, structured investment thesis. It will help us build a compelling bull case, identifying the key drivers for future growth. And third, in what might be the most critical step, we'll use AI as our devil's advocate. Its sole purpose is to challenge our assumptions and stress test our investment thesis. It will actively search for counter-arguments, hidden risks, and reasons why the stock might fail, protecting us from our own confirmation bias. This 3-part system creates a balanced, robust, and incredibly efficient research process. Stick around and I'll walk you through exactly how it's done step by step. The first and most powerful way to use AI in your investment process is as a tireless research assistant, one that can cut your initial discovery time from hours or even days down to mere minutes. Traditionally, getting up to speed on a new company meant painstakingly combing through dense annual reports, deciphering jargon-filled investor presentations, and trying to connect the dots between dozens of articles. It's a huge time sink. But instead of manually reading 10K filings, you can now leverage a large language model like Google's Gemini or Microsoft's Copilot to instantly summarize, analyze, and explain complex information. Let's walk through a real-world example. Imagine we're interested in a popular but complex tech company like Cloudflare. For many, it's just a name they hear, but they have no concrete idea what the business actually does, how it makes money, or why it's considered so important in the internet's infrastructure. We can start with a broad but specific prompt. In seconds, the AI processes our request and begins to generate a concise, easy-to-understand summary. It cuts through the marketing language and gives us the core business model. It explains that Cloudflare operates a massive global network that provides two primary services: a content delivery network, or CDN, to speed up websites, and a suite of cutting-edge cybersecurity services, often called a zero-trust platform. It also immediately identifies key competitors like Fastly, Akamai, and Zscaler, giving us a map of the competitive landscape. This gives us a foundational understanding instantly. But we don't stop there. Now we can dig deeper with targeted follow-up questions. A great next step is to understand the company's strengths. We'll ask, what are Cloudflare's main growth drivers and competitive advantages, or moats? The AI can then outline things like its powerful network effect, where more customers make the network faster and smarter for everyone, and its strategy of constantly launching new in-demand products like R2 storage to compete with Amazon S3. Of course, a balanced view requires understanding the downsides. So our next prompt is, what are the key risks for Cloudflare's business model? The AI will likely highlight intense competition from tech giants, valuation concerns given its high stock price, and the challenge of converting its massive base of free users into paying customers. This is the kind of critical context that might take hours to uncover manually. Now, a crucial best practice: you are not taking the AI's word as gospel. The goal is to accelerate learning, not abdicate thinking. Always ask the AI to provide its sources. A good model will link directly to the reports, articles, and filings it used. Your job is to click those links and cross-verify the most important claims. Treat the AI like a brilliant but sometimes fallible intern. You must always check its work before making a decision. You're using it to get up to speed and ask better questions, faster than ever before. Okay, you understand the company. Now, is it a good investment? This is where we level up. We use AI to generate a bull thesis, the reasons the stock could go up. We need to give the AI better context to get a better output. We can paste in key financial metrics or recent news headlines. The AI will then spit out a structured list. It might say, strong top-line growth, expanding market share in cybersecurity, a land and expand model with large enterprises, a founder-led company, and a path to profitability. This is incredibly powerful. It's connecting the dots for you, framing the data into a coherent investment narrative. You can do the same for a bare thesis. This gives you a balanced starting point for your own deeper research. This is the most important step. It's easy to fall in love with a stock idea. AI can help you avoid confirmation bias by aggressively challenging your assumptions. Let's take those 5 bullish points we just generated and attack them. The AI will now output a list of potent counter-arguments. It might say, high growth is already priced in. The company is still not profitable and burns cash. Competition from Amazon and Microsoft is intense and could crush margins. This forces you to confront the weaknesses head-on. Your job is to now research these specific risks. Can Cloudflare fend off Microsoft? Is the valuation justified? This process creates a much more robust and resilient investment thesis. So, let's bring it all together. The key takeaway: you don't need an expensive, professional-grade terminal to leverage AI in your investing. The tools we've discussed are accessible and powerful. This framework is about democratizing high-level analysis, moving you from information overload to actionable insight. It's a new era for the retail investor. Let's recap the framework. First, your AI acts as a research assistant. It summarizes dense reports and earnings calls in seconds, accelerating your learning curve so you can quickly grasp a company's business and competitive landscape. Second, the AI becomes your analyst. This is where you synthesize information into a structured bull case. It helps you connect the dots, quantify the opportunity, and articulate the core reasons a stock might be a compelling investment. And third, the most crucial step, your AI becomes the devil's advocate. This is your defense against confirmation bias. You instruct it to challenge your thesis and find every flaw, pressure testing your ideas to forge a resilient strategy. Remember, this framework is about working smarter. It augments your intelligence. It doesn't replace your critical thinking. The AI handles the heavy lifting of data processing, freeing your mind to focus on higher-level strategy, pattern recognition, and making the final judgment call. The AI provides the map, but you are the captain. Your experience, combined with AI's power, creates a formidable partnership. If you found this framework helpful and want more modern personal finance tips, please hit that like button and subscribe to I Am Rich Media. Our mission is to empower you with actionable strategies. Every subscription helps the channel grow and signals this content is valuable, allowing us to create more in-depth guides like this one. Now I want to hear from you in the comments. What stock should I analyze next using this AI method? Drop the ticker below. I'm also curious, have you started using AI in your own research? What tools or prompts are working for you? Sharing your experiences helps everyone in the I Am Rich Media community learn and grow together. Thank you for watching. The future of investing is here, and with the right approach, the opportunities for individual investors are immense. Until next time, stay curious and invest wisely.